sisters, inshallah, Shahjalal Mosque will be performing their first Jummah tomorrow after the lockdown. This video will give you a quick guidance of the setup that we have in place for the brothers tomorrow. Unfortunately, there will be no facilities for sisters at this moment. So tomorrow, inshallah, when you come, you will see these yellow lines which are marked out in guidance with the social distance. When you enter the masjid, you will be met by one of our volunteers at the door. The volunteer will first take the temperature. Having taken your temperature, and if the temperature is within the guidelines, you will then be asked, have you brought your own prayer mat? Have you brought your own mask? Have you got gloves? Have you got wudu? And also, have you been in contact with anyone with COVID-19 symptoms, or do you have a temperature? If you can answer all the questions successfully, then you will be permitted entry into the mosque. If not, please do not be offended, as we are only strictly following the guidelines set by the government, and you will be refused entry. Once you have followed the guidelines, you will then, prior to entering the masjid, take off your shoe in this zone. Place your shoe in the bag that you have brought. And then you will approach this zone. Here, you will be provided with hand sanitizer. And then you will be guided towards the masjid. Some of our brothers will be tracked and traced as part of our guidance. Once you enter into the masjid, you will only be allowed entry this way. Once you're inside the masjid, you will note that we have now placed little yellow snow dots scattered around the whole mosque. You will find a location within the mosque. You will then take your prayer mat that you have to bring. And you will place the prayer mat, the middle of the prayer mat, onto the yellow spot. You will then be required to keep your shoe and your bag to the side of you. Then we will perform namaz. After salah, Imam Sahib will request individual lines at a time to exit the building. There will be volunteers scattered around directing the exit points. Please look for your nearest exit, which will be indicated in these blue signs and also shown by our volunteers. Now, those of us brothers praying in this hall room, which is the main room we're all familiar with, you will come down this road and you will follow this. And your exit will be through this door straight onto the road. Please do not congregate in the road. The second point of exit from the main hall room for this side of the room is, again, if you follow, there will be indicated. You go around this area, through here, and you will exit through this door. So for the main hall, there is only one point of entry, which is through this door, but there is 2 points of exit, which is one this way and one that way. If you attend and the main hall room is full, then one of our volunteers will direct you upstairs, and I'll show you the setup for upstairs now. So again, you will be directed to come up these stairs. And it is exactly as we have done downstairs for you. There are yellow indicators scattered around the whole mosque all within social distance guidelines, and you are to perform the same as I've just explained downstairs. Again, once Salah has finished, for the people in this room, you will be directed again through the same exit this way, and you will only go down this route for these people. If you follow me now, for those of us, should the capacity exceed, is in this room. Again, all similar setup, all similar instructions, but for people praying in this room, they will have to exit the building via this route. So, you will come down this route, and again, you will exit straight onto the main road. Again, please do not congregate. So that concludes our mini tour of the setup that we have created for you, the community. Firstly, let us give a great big thank you to the committee and all the members in the committee that have worked very hard to make this happen. Imam Saab, the committee members, and also the volunteers that have volunteered their time to make this happen. We want to thank you all, and we want you all to come in and ensure that you have a pleasant time tomorrow when performing Salah. Yes, things will be abnormal and not how we're used to performing, but these are abnormal times, and we seek everybody's cooperation during these difficult times. Inshallah, things will get better, and we feel there may be a few technical issues tomorrow, and it is a learning curve for most mosques. We're not alone, so please bear with us if there are any mistakes or errors. Finally, if we do have to refuse you entry, please do not be offended, as we are merely just following the guidelines for your safety, the safety of the Musallis, and also to ensure that the mosque is in compliance with guidelines at all times. Jazakallah khair.